Austin. I welcome you, Your Excellency. And also here is the former governor of the Nasarawa State and chairman of APC, His Excellency Abdullah Alamu is also here. I welcome you, sir. I welcome. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there are three things we cry for in life. Things that are lost, things that are found, and then things that are magnificent. This is magnificent. So if you shed a bit of tears of joy, you are in place. This place will provide a market worth $11 billion for Nigerian crude oil. So far, there are 33,000 Nigerians living and working here. This place has given jobs to over 40,000 Nigerians with the prospect of scaling up to 100,000. So this is the reason why I call it magnificent. So what is the story behind the refinery? Watch this short documentary.
This is the Dangote investment on the Ibejuleki axis of Lagos State. An investment of over $20 billion. The biggest private investment in Africa. Seated on a landmass of 2,635 hectares at the Dangote Industries Free Zone Enterprise. A project that once could only be imagined now stands firm as an economic game changer.
The 650,000 barrels per day that we've done is the largest single train, not only in Africa, in the world, and we just wanted to make a point, and which we have now, achieved. We ourselves sometimes don't believe that we've done what we are saying.
A landmass 7 times the size of Victoria Island, where one of the world's biggest dredging exercise occurred. 1 million cubic meters of sand dredged, costing approximately €300 million.
But that level, finished level, requires a hell of a lot of dredging to be done in this plant. So the world's biggest dredgers were here. And for about 18 months the plant was leveled up. This is probably an exercise of its own kind.
This masterpiece is the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemical Plant, located in Dangote Industries Free Zone Enterprise in Ibejuleki, Lagos.
To describe this project, honestly, it takes guts, it takes a vision, and it's a vision of one man, which is absolutely extraordinary to witness it. And it's really a vision of one person. To bring this to life, it's really a wonder of the world.
A 650,000 barrel per day capacity plant, more than enough to meet Nigerians and enough to export. Dangote Petroleum and Petrochemical Company developed a port. Constructed 2 quays with a load-bearing capacity of 25 tons per square meter to bring over dimensional cargoes close to the site directly.
And obviously we had to build
port facilities, which can have ro-ro facility, and especially the jetty, which can handle, because otherwise you lift a column and put on the jetty, the whole jetty will go into the sea.
Construction commenced in 2017. Over 2,570 pieces of various equipment was brought to enhance the local capacity for site works, as companies in-country were unable to handle some portions of its requirements. To add to the current capacity in Nigeria, 340 cranes were brought to support the project. The refinery complex is a mammoth project.
We have selected a license that has been through, most of them through Honeywell, but other primary licenses like DuPont, ExxonMobil, Jacobs for the person today, INEOS for the petrochemical part of it, for the polypropylene, and we have used the consultant from wherever was necessary to do something of this size and magnitude.
With the largest single order of 5 SPMs anywhere in the world, the refinery has a self-sufficient marine facility with the ability for freight optimization. The operation of the refinery starts with the SPM, a single-point mooring system anchored 25 kilometers into the high sea. It supplies crude to the refinery through subsea pipelines that terminates here at the Dangote trestle. The trestle pipelines then deliver the content to the crude storage tanks. There are 16 of these tanks, with each holding 120 million liters in capacity. Onwards to this massive crude distillation unit. It is the height of a 40-story building and the weight of 320 adult elephants. Installing this massive equipment was no mean feat. It was a synergy between man and machine, science and human will. Out of the crude distillation tower comes unfinished products as light gases, naphtha, kerosene, light diesel, and heavy diesel, as well as atmospheric residue. This is the MS block, where the gasoline blended components are further refined. This is the mild hydrocracking unit, MHC, where the light and heavy diesel is cracked mildly in order for them to meet the premium market standard. This is the RFCC reactor regenerator being delivered. It weighs 3,000 metric tons. The weight of 1,257 farm tractors. It is the heaviest piece of refinery steel structure in the world. It took 10 hours to deliver it from the jetty to the refinery site, about 12 kilometers. The RFCC produces a very important petrochemical precursor called propylene. The propylene is sent to this petrochemical block, which is known as the polypropylene unit, PPU. Where it is further refined and sent to this bagging unit, ready to be bagged.
A bit of tears of joy, you are in place.
Bank and Zenith Bank. So thank you very much. Herbert Wigwe, thank you very much. This side, more than Governor Emefiele. So we are indeed very, very grateful. To our bankers and financiers, both local and offshore, have demonstrated a great deal of patience and indulgence in seeing us through many difficult times, including the COVID period. I must especially appreciate the African Bank and its president, Professor Benedict Orama, CON, whose unwavering support, encouragement, and thoughtful advice have helped us to overcome even the most daunting challenges. Professor Orama, I want to thank you not only for this project, I want to thank you for the great job you are doing for Africa as a whole. I want to also most especially acknowledge some few. I want to acknowledge Access Bank PLC and Zenith Bank PLC for going the extra mile in supporting us in this unprecedented investment. All the banks they have helped, but these two banks are at the head, Access Bank and Zenith Bank. So thank you very much. Herbert Wigwe, thank you very much. My big brother, Jim Obia. Our security agencies have actually been most proactive in helping to ensure that this project progress under the strict vigilance and concern of our national security network. In particular, the Chief of Naval Staff, who has kept the project continuously under his personal attention and watch. And I must also thank the CDS, the Chief of Defense Staff, for listening to us, for always assisting us when we need additional help. So thank you so much. This address without appreciating the board, management, and the staff of the entire Dangote group, whose commitment, perseverance, and hard work made today's event possible. Let me also thank our hosts, the communities, and their traditional rulers for their sustained patience, forbearance, and admirable willingness to work with us to make sure that we find amicable and win-win resolution to many issues we have had to deal with during the construction of this huge facility. Finally, we must not for granting us the opportunity to witness this ceremony in our lifetime. It is the major challenge of our lives, and we've been able to deliver it. So we thank Almighty Allah. I want to also